interesting topic I want to discuss today. A lot of emails coming in talking about some nutritional information, but this is one particular thing that's a lot of conversing about. People are really not certain about this particular superfood in comparing it to spirulina and other algae. But one of my favorite, chlorella. This chlorella is so amazing when it comes to a superfood that I'm going to focus this particular topic all about harmful radiation. Radiation that most of my listeners, as well as our chatters coming in right now, have been x-rayed. Women get mammographies, CAT scans for people who have sinus issues, lung issues, organ issues, lots of radiation over your lifetime. And here is one magic superfood that's better than anything on the planet when it comes down to helping you with radiation. But let's get into a little bit first about this particular cell. This is an amazing superfood, and you can just see the greenness. When radiation, which is what we're going to talk about, supports the removal of heavy metals that we're infested with. It actually prevents the release of histamine, which is the inflammation and the swelling. There is so many great things. Actually, when it comes to diabetics, here's something they want to look into as well. This is a fascinator. We look at this beautiful chlorophyll picture here, and obviously the most common ways that we'll get chlorophyll is powder form. Obviously the cell walls must be broken, which you see on the bottles, or you'll say cell walls broken because that's the way it assimilates in our body, because the cell walls must be broken in chlorophyll. So obviously you look at pills, tablets, and powder, which I'll go into at the end. So many of you are very familiar with this, but I really want to go into some information right here about a little education for you, and I think this is good information. Let's touch on a little bit about radiation, because here is something that we cannot get away from. We get radiation from microwaves, from televisions, to lights, to being in our backyard with the wires close to us. There's radiation, there's ionine radiation, obviously the gamma rays, the X-rays, and these rays can be very harmful when it accumulates in our cells because it can damage the cells. It affects the DNA. As we move up here, this talks about radioactivity, talks a little bit about the unstable nucleus, and that unstable nucleus from radioactive rays can cause changes within the DNA, within the cells, the mitochondria. And we look at here, we're looking at, let's give me a second here. Let's see here. Okay, we're looking at the different forms of X-rays. As you can see, the different spectrum, the different wavelengths. You can see the closer wavelengths are obviously the more dangerous ones. We go long radio waves and works our way from right to left. You can see how those rays become more dangerous as they get closer together. That's the spectrum. And obviously, we're concerned, a lot of my patients, as well as my listeners and people who are my subscribers, we're accustomed to a lot of X-rays, a lot of CAT scans, a lot of diagnostic scans, because people out there have pain, herniated discs, ruptured discs, and even surgeries, even having types of scans where they're using consistent X-ray, maybe in certain procedures. So here, we're looking at the radiation damage to DNA, as we talked about. This DNA obviously is an important thing, because obviously this is the life of who we are. We start messing with DNA, we're in some serious problems. Just to let you know about chlorophyll, we're looking at something that's astonishing with vitamins and minerals, but this single-cell algae, as we talk about this DNA damage, this prevents and repairs DNA damage. This helps balance out the body's pH. And when it comes to doing that, we talked about fighting inflammation and improving digestive and immune function. So we're looking at immunity right here, that we know that X-rays and gamma rays and radiation, and even a radiation that we can't get away from, is affecting us. And that causes cancer, causes neurogenic diseases, Alzheimer's, as well as multiple sclerosis and diseases within the nervous system. So we have to understand that. That's so important. Now here we look at the radioactivity. This is the radioactive atom. I just want to bring that out again. Now I want to mention something about our bone marrow. Now these studies here, I want to run a few quick studies, because as far as harmful radiation, chlorella, to me, and from research I've read, is the most powerful weapon when it comes down to both preventing this radioactive damage and help healing it once it occurred. A 1989 study put forth, Czechoslovak Academy of Sciences demonstrated that chlorella effectively increases production of bone marrow and spleen stem cells. And in tests, chlorella greatly helped improve survival rates among mice of this irradiated with lethal doses of this radioactive gamma rays. When we look at this here, this shows you the radiation effect that goes on within the entire body. Just a little something you can look back at. But in 1995, published by the Indian Journal of Experimental Biology, found that when administered before or upon exposure to sublethal radioactive gamma rays, chlorella helped to boost levels of colony-formed spleen cells. Such cells exist within the bone marrow and are essential in the production of vital blood elements and immune factors. We have another study when it comes down to gamma rays, but these studies just go on. But 1993 researchers from Jawaharlal Nehru University in India found that chlorella is effective in protecting against damage caused by acute and chronic radioactive damage. So there are so many different studies out here when it comes down to radiation. And radiation, believe it or not, we talk about radiation. What goes on in Japan with the radiation over there, we talk about, let me move over here because I'm going to jump too quick. I'm going to go in just a second, but understand that we're looking at even heavy metals. It's known to take away heavy metals. You know, we look at what we eat in the pollutants of coal mines that goes in the soil, goes in the water, and these heavy metals that we're eating from fish is causing a lot of neurogenic diseases. A little bit about the nutritional information about chlorella. Very, very powerful. It's like a full protein. I mean, it's pretty fascinating. This is 100 grams. This is the powder. I want to move on to this last picture here, just showing you the health benefits, some brief health benefits. Glutathione levels boost tissue growth and repair, improve symptoms of breast cancer, reduces carcinogenic activity. It helps cancer. Green. Since you stay green, you stay healthy for a long time. It actually helps the breath, helps get rid of toxins, helps the intestines when it comes down to autotoxification. Detoxifies the blood. You can see here how to take this. Average for an adult is about 3 to 4 grams. And you can actually look at this at yourself on your own time. But this is a great thing I wanted to share with you when it comes down to people out there who had harmful radiation, including myself. This is something you want to be on. Something you want to share, something that's safe, something that will get rid of acidity, get rid of probably a lot of your acid reflux. It will help make the blood nice and alkaline. This is probably one of the purest, cleanest, no side effects. This is very powerful stuff. And you know what? They compare the chlorella to like wheatgrass. This puts wheatgrass to shame. That's the potency of what chlorella can do. Now, most important, make sure you get a good quality chlorella. You can look on Amazon, do your homework. A lot of great chlorellas out there. And it's just something you have to have preference if you want to take in a capsule versus just taking the tablets or just taking the powder. Some people like to take the powder, mix it up, put it away in the morning, and you're done. Obviously, when you take the tablets, you have to take more of them. So I hope that this was positive. People out there who have been through a lot of radiation, if you are exposed to radiation, lots of CAT scans, lots of x-rays, lots of other types of radiation that you might have had in the past, or maybe that you're just living near power lines or exposed to your, even, your cell phone all the time, still radiation. Here's something that you can really preserve your health, hopefully to make you live a long life and prevent many diseases, many neurogenic diseases, and keep the DNA strong within the cells so you can stay healthy for a long, long life and live it with your family, your children, and be around a long time. This is what it's all about, and that's where nutrition comes in to help preserve our bodies. That's what it's all about, helping to preserve our bodies.
So what is chlorella? Well, chlorella is a single-celled freshwater algae. It's actually a genus of over 13 different kinds of freshwater algae, but because chlorella has a hard cell wall, it's important that it is cracked before we consume it, and that's why it's important that we take chlorella in the supplement form so that we can fully absorb the benefits of chlorella. Which leads me into our first benefit, which is chlorella is a nutrient powerhouse. Not only is it extremely nutritious, but all of the nutrients found in chlorella are easily absorbed in the body, meaning you don't pee any of the excess out. Specifically, chlorella is high in proteins, omega-3 fatty acids, antioxidants, and so many other amazing benefits. If you've seen my spirulina video, you'll see how awesome spirulina is. But the reason why I take chlorella with my spirulina is because chlorella happens to balance out what spirulina might lack. Specifically, chlorella is higher in omega-3 fatty acids, vitamin A, zinc, iron, magnesium, and vitamin B12. Also, I know I mentioned protein. Chlorella has a high-quality protein source equivalent to those of eggs. It's actually known as a complete protein, meaning it has all the amino acids that your body needs in order to function. I'm going to go ahead and pop up the nutrient profile on the screen so you can take your time to look at it if you want to pause the video. All right, benefit number 2, chlorella can help to detoxify your body. Now, the body does a great job of detoxifying itself on its own. However, chlorella can help to aid with that, especially when it comes to heavy metals and pollutants. Chlorella can help to remove toxic chemicals in food, such as a chemical known as dioxin, which is a byproduct found in herbicides and paper bleaching, and it's known as an environmental pollutant. Nowadays, it's really hard to stay away from pollutants and chemicals, so maybe taking chlorella to help give our bodies that extra boost can't hurt, right? Number 3, chlorella can help to give our bodies an immune system boost and an overall health boost. Chlorella can help to boost the production of antibodies, which help us to fight off infections and bacteria in the body, something that I know we're probably all very concerned about right now. Chlorella contains many other benefits that help our bodies, including helping to support bone health, heart health, muscle health, joint health, contains chondroitin, thyroid health. I can list so many benefits. I'm not going to get into too much detail on all the benefits, but you guys can do your own research if you want to know more. Number 4, chlorella contains many antioxidants and it can help with beauty and anti-aging benefits. Chlorella can help to reduce inflammation in the body and has shown to help reduce redness on the skin. It can also help to restore the production of the skin's collagen levels, which can help to aid in plumper skin. So again, it can help to fight premature aging and it can help to fight against permanent sun damage. Number 5, chlorella can help to boost energy. So because chlorella is so nutritious, it can help to speed up your body's metabolism and it can make your body run more efficiently, making you feel more energetic. Not only that, but chlorella contains vitamin B12, which is a vitamin that is known to increase energy. In fact, vitamin B12 deficiency can cause tiredness and anemia. Vegans specifically may be at a higher risk of vitamin B12 deficiency, so chlorella may be a good solution for you guys to look into if you're vegan.